N7QKU, N7QO.
N7QO, KD7QKU. Good evening, Jim.
There you are. I heard you this time. I saw you talking before, but I didn't hear you, but I hear you now. N7QO, hi, Ron.
Okay, I had some technical difficulties there. I don't know what's happened. I can't receive the picture, so I'm in the process of trying to check that out.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey Ron, this is Bob, K9PQ. It sounds like you've maybe got some intermod. You might want to try the other antenna for audio.
Okay.
Connected N7KC.
N7KC, KD7QKU.
N7QO from N7KC in Port Angeles. N7QO from N7KC, Port Angeles.
Not sure, maybe that's something to do with the intertie there. But anyway, I hear you just fine, Lee, N7QO.
Okay, Jim. Yeah, I heard you that time. Okay. Right, N7KC here in Port Angeles. Well, Ron went to get a ladder to check out some wiring connections or something, because he's not receiving anything from the repeater, apparently. Okay, well, I just wanted to get on. I don't know whether Bob's still on here or not. I think I heard him. I know Ron said he was talking to him on the phone. Maybe Bob was on the air. Anyway, I'm still trying to get the knack of this Echo link. So, N7KC back to net.
N7KC, K7H, YB.
K9PQ is here.
KD7QKU. Hey, Gary, you see any picture or anything coming through the air?
Ron, you just doubled with somebody.
K7HYB, KD7QKU.
Yeah, Ron, go ahead.
Transmitting. Do you see my picture coming in?
I see nothing on the live side. Let me see if something comes up on the. Streaming.
Yeah, Gary. Bob's already confirmed the streaming's working. I can't receive anything on the live side either, so I just got a ladder. I'm going to try to climb up here and see if I got disconnected or something.
Don't bother, Ron. Just a minute. Let me see if I can turn the repeater on hard.
I've already tried that all, Gary. I think it's on hard.
Oh, okay. Well, I see the call sign down in the lower right-hand corner. At least on the streaming side. But it does look like it's keyed hard because it's staying on all the time. So maybe you're right. You go ahead and check your antenna. I'll try a couple of things here. KD7QKU, K7HYB.
Gary, just to let you know, when Ron was transmitting his picture before, I did see his picture transmitted, so everything's working all the way through normally, except for the output, from what I can tell. Back to you, Gary. This is K9PQ.
K9PQ, K7HYB. I just turned on the inside camera, and it is coming through on the inside camera. And I see it both on the streaming and the live. K9PQ, K7HYB.
Oh, well, good news. Okay, so you're seeing it, your receiver's picking up the transmitter.
Yeah, that's Roger at this point. Let me try something else here. Okay. There's my call sign. Should be showing up on the streaming in a minute. If I turn to the input for the 440 side, which I just did, my transmitted signal does come up. I saw your transmitted signal there, Ron, briefly. KD7QKU, K7HYB.
K7HYB, KD7QKU. Where did you see it? On streaming? Streaming doesn't count.
No, I saw it on the live side. I've got the input for the repeater switched over to the 440 side. Are you transmitting now?
Affirmative. Yes, I am.
Okay. I saw my signal when it was coming up on the 1.2 gig return, but I'm not seeing anything now.
Yeah, I've been steady transmitting for quite a while. I hate to tear things apart here if I don't have a problem, you know. So we've got to determine that it's my problem and not the repeater's problem before I want to start tearing stuff up. So anyway, KD7QKU standing by.
Break.
Go ahead to break.
Yeah, looking at the stream, it's just solid white other than the call sign in the lower right. I don't know what happened there. But I also saw Ron briefly, his picture, but now it's all white. So I don't know. Are you doing that, Gary?
Well, I switched it to the I switched the input to the 440 input side, and I had the internal camera turned on there for a while. Right now, let me turn my transmitter on there. Okay, there I am. Okay, so the live side is working. The 440 input is working. Apparently, for some reason or other, we're not able to trigger the input unless it's selected with our signals. Ron, I'm going to unkey it here. Ron, go ahead and key your transmitter.
Well, I just switched the, TV on up there to the TV channel. I don't know where it was, but we have several choices. If you were on the internal camera up there in the room, of course you couldn't see our signal. So I switched it to the mode where you can see our signal. Can you see my signal?
Yes, I can now on the live side. You're nice and strong. You've got a good signal in there. Should be coming. There you are in the streaming. It just came up on the streaming. So for some reason or another, when you and I keyed our transmitters, even though it was hard keyed, it was not picking up our signal. Now your signal has dropped out again. I don't know what happened there.
Well, I turned off my transmitters. What happened? 87 2K.
Oh, okay. That answers that question, does it? Okay. Anyway, KD72KU in the group K7HYB. Who else do we have in here tonight?
W1KLG.
Hello, Ken. Yeah, I got a double with the Tiger Mountain repeater walking on somebody there. Let me start a roll call here. Hold on a minute. Get a pen here. I got W1KLG, Ken, and Ron. Okay. Okay, and so far I've got Ken, Ron, and Bob. Who else do I have? K7HYB.
You have N7QO and N7KC.
WW7ATS is listening in.
Okay. I got a live picture for somebody. Must be Lee. So seeing as you're keyed up and working there, Ron, why don't you go ahead? KD72KU in the group K7HYB.
Well, I can't see my picture, so I don't know. Kind of dead in the water. But Lee can talk. I have him on the air apparently. Go ahead, Lee.
Okay, it takes me, it takes a second or two to switch over here. This is N7KC. Name is Lee, of course, and I'm in Port Angeles. It's my pleasure to join the net tonight. I'm looking at the streaming. I noticed Ron is, and I'll wave at you there. Ron has got me up on the streaming. I give you some idea of what the latency is here. I still haven't seen myself wave. Must be coming up. There we go right now. So that must be 20 seconds or so. But things are okay over here. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow and so forth. Temperatures get down to just above freezing at night and maybe up in like 40 degrees in the daytime. And that's the way it's been. So we're slated apparently for the weather guesstimator to get some rain tomorrow. Good to hear you, James. And Gary, howdy to you, and Jim, nice to hear you on. And of course, I see Ron here real well on the Echo Link. So with that, I'll send it back to net. This is N7KC in Port Angeles, back to net.
N7KC, K7HYB in the group. I guess I'll act as net control this evening. And pick it up. Let's start with Ken. Good to hear you out there. W1KLG, your turn.
Well, good evening. And I was just sitting there and I realized it was 8 o'clock, or right after 8 o'clock, and I thought, oh, yeah, I better turn this stuff on. So there we go. Audio only, of course, because I haven't had an antenna up for a while. So all my stuff is put away. But I'm still interested in what's going on. I was thinking I was going to make it on Saturday, and then I got a phone call, and apparently I got to go down and help somebody move down in the middle of California. So guess I won't be doing that. It'll be a long commute. So once again, as usual, I sit back and enjoy the view here and listen and see what's up. Hopefully find out whatever the latest is. W1KLG.
W1KLG, K7HYB, net active net control. Well, it's good to hear from you, and I'm glad you jumped in to participate. We're getting kind of a late start tonight because of the difficulties with the repeater. I was a little slow myself getting in here, and so consequently, Ron and I were kind of jumping back and forth there trying to figure out what the repeater was doing because I wasn't getting any live signal. Oops. Okay, you got the ID coming up there for some reason or another. Anyway, next in the line, Ron, you take your turn. KD72KU.
7HYB in the group, KD7KU. Well, I don't know what's going on here. I lost everything. And thought I fixed one thing, and now I have something else. Oh, my camera. Why did my... Oh, there it comes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I might have a picture. That's what it is. I'm struggling here tonight. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Looks like I got the problem solved. It looks like it was my power supply to my down converter. We have to mention, and I turned my down converter on, but the green light wasn't on in it. I realized that somebody must have stepped on the wire, pulled it out of the back, pulled it loose somewhere. So that's wonderful. I hate to start tearing stuff apart if it's a simple solution. Anyway, well, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope you had a nice Christmas and New Year's. There was a couple of us. I guess this Lee and I was on maybe the last time, and Jim. I think it's the three of us, maybe. So anyway, I shall turn it back to net with KD7KU.
KD72KU, K7HYB. That's the net control. Bob, what you got to say? maybe I take a short break here and see if anybody else wants to check in. This is WW7 Hotel Yankee Bravo acting net control for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net, running from 8 till 9 o'clock on Wednesdays and Fridays. And we have a repeater on Cougar Mountain with a 434 input and a 1.25 output, video only, no audio. Our audio was on the weight machine. And Bob, what do you got to say there? Good evening to you. It's good to hear you.
Hey Gary, did you want to pause for other check-ins first, or go to me?
Well, that might be appropriate at this time. Do we have any other check-ins for the net? This is WW7 Hotel Yankee Bravo.
Well, good evening all. This is James, WW7N. I've been listening in. I don't know if you count me or not.
I got you, James. I thought maybe Rochester Jim would drop in. Go ahead, Bob. You got it.
Okay. Good evening to everybody, and it's good to see those that are coming in. I did not get my streaming set up tonight, so I'm going to be audio only. But there's some funny things going on with the repeater anyway, or with the streaming, I should say. Right now I'm seeing the white screen again, which I don't think I've ever seen before. It's all white except for the ID. But great to hear everybody, and I did want to remind everyone that this Saturday, 10 a.m., we will have the meeting at my place. So please do come, or come via Skype, as Lee does, sometimes James does. And that's about it for now. Back to you, Gary, K9PQ.
K9PQ, K7HYB. Yeah, thank you for that input, Bob. I was going to mention it, but that took care of the need. I'll be there. Barring any unforeseen circumstance, you can never know. You never know. I guess next in line is Jim, N7QO. Go ahead, it's yours.
Good evening, everyone. Ron, don't go up on a ladder in the dark. It may not be raining out there, but I don't know. It would be a shame to go up on a ladder and do stuff if it turns out the cat did something to you. No offense to the kitty cats in the world, but every now and then they do pull a plug or something. Just the way it works. Well, I'm still not transmitting. I'm still, from the last time you and I were working together, Bob, I don't have my router able to communicate with me when I'm in the shack. I need to buy a little bit more equipment here, either that or just run a wire, which is what I was originally going to do, but I changed my mind. It's still something in progress. But anyway, I can see the streaming, and Ron, you always look good. Lee, I saw a good picture on you, reset. And Gary, you look, I think, better than average tonight. Haven't seen your smiling face yet, but I'm sure we'll see you shortly. Ken, good to hear from you. And Jim, good to hear from you as well. Back to Gary and 7QO.
N7QO, K7HY. 7ATS7HYB. Let me get the right finger on the transmit button here. Anyway, yeah, it's good to hear you, Jim. And I hope someday you're able to solve your interconnect problem down there. That would certainly be a step in the right direction to get you back going again. And get on that bracket for your antenna. Let's not delay here. We'll move on to James, WW7N. What's your input there, Jim?
Well, good evening, everyone. I know I've been out on the contract job for 3 months, so not sure if that's wrapped up or not, but I was able to drop in tonight. Here's news everybody can use. It looks like Intel has decided that there's a major security flaw in the architecture on their silicon. And as I understand it, it's nothing that's a new design, so that means it can go back quite a ways. Chips queue up instructions, and they do that in a predictive manner. And apparently that has created, or someone has figured out how to exploit that in terms of a security flaw, like by, for example, getting a password and things like that. So if you have an older processor on just about anything from a phone to a computer to anything else, your toothbrush, this is going to be a problem. So it'll be interesting to see as we move forward here how they deal with it. So anyway, that's the news I can use for this evening. No video signal tonight from me, but maybe I'll have one up by Saturday. This is James, WW7N, back to net control.
WU7N, Kilowatt 7, Hotel Yankee Bravo. And we'll move along and go to the bottom of the list with Lee, N7KC. Give us your word there, Lee.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, N7KC Port Angeles here. Thank you, Gary. Nice to hear you on tonight, Ken. It's been a while. I really don't have much here. Ron is patching my picture over as a rule here. Yeah, but I'm coming up. It's kind of pixelated right now, but it'll sharpen up as in a few moments. But everything's okay over here, and I'll not hold the net. I can't really put any video up, So I'll just say good to hear you all and slip out of here. But I'll be monitoring the net. This is N7KC, Port Angeles. Back to net.
Well, N7KC, K7HYB, back to net control for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. Coming up to the top, got a good picture. Thanks, Ron, for that. And I don't know why the transmitter wasn't keying tonight when Ron and I put our signals up. It seems to be coming through now that we have the proper inputs selected. We can both get our video signal through. Let me put my signal up here. There we go. Okay. Oh, that turned the power supply off. That's why that isn't working. There you go. Okay, that's the mugshot. And I'll take my turn here. Not much going on here. Had a busy time. Missed the net Saturday night because the wife and I went down and watched Star Wars. And then that Saturday we had a small gathering here of our local kids and friends and stuff like that. Opened a few presents, chatted, had a brunch, and then we went downtown and watched Star Wars. And came back, and I just vegged out Sunday and didn't go any place Saturday or Sunday night. There was no way in heck I was going to get out on the road with all those nuts. They were they were preparing for the New Year's Eve celebration at the Needle when we were downtown at the Saddle Center. They had fences all over the place. And I understand they had a pretty good-sized crowd down there. I don't know. Didn't get an idea of who was how big it was, but I guess they had a pretty good-sized crowd. So anyway, I didn't want to get down to that mess. Let's see. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. It runs from 8 o'clock in the evening till 9 o'clock in the evening on 14708 repeater with a PL. And every once in a while we get blocked on by Tiger Mountain when it comes on. And if there's anybody interested in checking in with us, we'd appreciate you clocking in, and we can fill you in on what we do. We'll start at the top of the list then tonight, and we'll get back to Ken and see what see if he has any pearls of wisdom for us then. K1KLG, K7HYB.
Well, no pearls and no wisdom. So just getting stuff done while I'm jobless. And I tell you, one of those things, everybody says, how did I get all this done when I was working? It makes you wonder, because I certainly have had no lack of things to do, and don't foresee any end to it either. But in the meantime, while I'm searching around to find gainful employment, I'm running around all over the place. And I think Deborah's moving into a new place down there in California. Finally got some of her dad's estate straightened out. And my son's moving to West Virginia later in the month, so I might drive over with him. He's a little nervous about driving across the country. He hasn't been driving for very long. So I think Dad's going to make sure he gets there. And we'll see how long he decides to hang out way over there in the middle of nowhere. And not that West Virginia is nowhere, it's just that he's like 45 minutes from the nearest small town. So, hey, I encourage him to go do it. Just, be a young guy. He's got the time. Do it while you're young. Anyway, nothing else. I'm going to listen to everybody else and hopefully get some technical stuff going on here too. W1KLG.
W1KLG, Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo, net control for Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. Yeah, well, that's it's a regrettable thing that you have time to do that sort of thing, but then, I guess helping your son get into rural Virginia, I have a luggage idea why I want to go back there. I never left anything on the East Coast that I wanted to go back for. So, but that's personal anyway. Ron, you're up next. KD7QKU.
Okay, thank you very much. K7HYB in the group, KD7QKU. Well, it's nice to hear you, Ken. I guess we haven't heard you for a while. Sounds like you might have a road trip. I hope the weather is better than when you go back there than maybe it is now. Well, let's see. I saw Bob Swan, M7RBC. I saw him up at Crossroads. We went up there to get a bite to eat. And they have a stage up there, and we were watching the performance on the stage. And darn if I didn't see Bobby. I went over and said hello to him, and he told me that he had sold his equipment, and he had moved over to renting over to Fairwood. So he lives up on top of the hill there and runs in Fairwood now. I don't know, I was telling him I thought that would be a good location to get into Cougar Mountain right from Fairwood. You probably can see. But he didn't sound like he was too excited about buying equipment again. So I think he said he didn't even have his radio station on the air. I'm not sure about that, but I think that's what he said. I don't know if he meant 2 meter, you know, or HF. I'm not sure which station he was referring to. Maybe all of them. I don't know. But anyway, it was nice to say hello. So anyway, what else is going on? I'm sorry that Jim M7QO hasn't got his Wi-Fi to the point where it'll transmit out to his hangar, I guess it is. I don't know how far away that is. I know my Wi-Fi works just fine when I go out to the motorhome. The Wi-Fi is here in this office. And then I go out in the motorhome and my Wi-Fi works just fine out there. So, but that's only about, I suppose, less than 100 feet away from where I am here. So, I don't know, probably even less than that, probably about 30 or 40 feet really. So I don't know. It sure would be nice if you could get that fixed. And it would be nice if you could get an antenna up in there. I guess I need to ask him how he's doing and how his wife is doing. So anyway, hope I'm transmitting. So back to net, KD7QKD.
Yeah, KD7QKU, K7HYB. Well, the great meetup at Phillip is going to be here in a couple of months, so we'll reacquaint ourselves with friends and enemies that we haven't seen in a while. I know I always get a kick going down there. I don't last very long down there because my legs don't do too good. But next up on the roster is Bob, K9PQ. You got anything earth-shaking?
Well, I don't, Gary. I'm sorry to say, but it's good to see all you guys there, and yeah, good to hear Ken and Jim and everyone, and Lee. You're coming through great by Echolink, and well, that's a nice deal to be able to get you coming by Echolink and having Ron put your picture up there. That works out well. So yeah, I had a good holiday and kind of getting back into working. I didn't take any days off, but so many other people did. It kind of made it a little bit of a slack time for me as well, which was nice. And outside of that, it has been nice to have some sunny weather here. I guess the rain's coming back, but boy, it sure was nice and sunny today. Always nice to see a break like that in the middle of winter. Back to you, Gary, K9PQ.
K9PQ, K7HYB. We'll let Tiger Mountain have a say there. And a couple of times it's walked on some people were transmitting there, but that's all right. Anyway, look forward to sharing a little news I've got with you folks on Saturday, and we'll hope it works out. Let's go to Jim N7QO. What you got to say there, guy?
N7QO. Thank you, Gary. Well, let's see here. I can't remember all of this. I have to refer to some notes. Jim, man, that is terrible news regarding Intel. Thanks for the information. Yeah, we will be waiting with bated breath to see what happens there. Yet another bad dream in the big scheme of things. Lee, I concur with Bob. Fine business regarding Echolink. We hear you just fine. And thanks to Ron, we see you just fine as well. Good picture. We see a couple of airplanes in the background. Reset. Gary, and everyone else for that matter, regarding Saturday night, those of you who missed the net, you missed nothing. I was here. I heard no one, and I saw no one. It seems to me the 08 machine got kerchunked a couple of times, but I heard no audio, saw no pictures, so no one missed anything. Ron, regarding Bob Swan, yeah, good to hear about him. He sure had a good picture whenever he would transmit. Sure wish that he hadn't moved. It's funny, people move, or like in my case, they wind up doing something around the house and everything changes. The whole station comes down, and sometimes it just takes a while to put it up, certainly longer to put it up than it took to take it down. Reset. And to go along with what Ken said, and along the lines of what was going on with Bob and me for that matter, yeah, it's like we never have any free time anymore. I don't know, work keeps us busy, or even if we're not working, there's always something to do. Family keeps us busy doing something. Seems like there's no time for hobbies anymore. No time to do the things that we want to do. At least that's the case with pretty much everyone I know. It's not like they have free time, even if they're not working. I know several of us who could identify with that. And let's see, Gary, you were asking about my wife. Reset. Thank you for asking. She's improving. She had physical therapy today, and she actually began driving just within the past couple of weeks. She's been driving intermittently with me, and I think she's pretty well ready to go solo. Certainly not any long distance, but she's on the mend. But still lots of things that she can't do, so I'm kind of relegated to doing the grocery shopping and heavy lifting. That's, I don't know, it's kind of a good thing that I'm available to do that, at least right now. That's all I got for now. K7HYB and 7QO.
And 7QO, Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. It's an interesting thing. I'm scheduled to go see a doctor myself here on the 11th of January to check about having my back operated on. I'm not really looking forward to that. Then I'll get around to that. Let's keep moving down the list here and try to get everybody in at least once more before we put eyes on it. James, WW7N. Hey man, get back on the air, will you?
Well, I'll do my best, Gary. This is James, WU7N. And let's see, there was one person, I think I heard something about this new Intel security bug. I was reading that the companies are scrambling to come up with updates. So whatever kind of electronic computing device you use, you just need to make sure that you have the latest updates. I guess that's all you can do. like everybody else, I've got a head cold, and I guess that's pretty minor compared to back surgery, but I hope to get rid of it soon. Hope it's not causing any transmission difficulties. And I look at the clock here, and it's already 8:45, so I do plan on either Skyping or coming personally to the meeting this Saturday. I have a hold there on that day. So with that, I'll turn it back to Net Control. This is WW7N.
WW7N, Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo, acting Net Control for the Western Washington Amateur Show. This is Society Net. And let's pick up Lee, then I'll go to the top of the list, and I'll do a little chatter here. Lee, you're up. Any contacts? Any comments?
Okay, there I got it to respond. When I tap the phone, why it doesn't jump right to sometimes. This is N7KC in Port Angeles, Lee here. Okay, just for fun, let's see, Ron I think is patching me over, and what I'm going to do is to see if I can show a video from here. So I'm going to share a window, and let's see if it actually... Do you see that, Ron? Okay, well here I'm going to try to make it go as a video. Okay, well I can't see. I got to get over a second. Okay, now I'm monitoring the stream too, and it's not showed up here. It takes 20 seconds. Oh, it quit? Darn, that's irritating. You know, I start a video, and then it quits. It's back on. Ron says that it's there. Well, I'll just leave it where it is. If you can see that picture, it hasn't popped up over at my place yet. Oh, well, okay. So this is, I just don't understand why it is that I can see everything work fine here, and that doesn't seem to go over to the, on Skype. You're supposed to be able to share windows, you know, and mostly it works, but it, and then sometimes it doesn't. So there you go. Well, I don't have anything else, and it is getting down toward the end of net time, and I'm kind of don't know what to do about transmitting video over Skype, because it's on again, off again. It's very convoluted and intermittent and so forth, and sometimes when I'm talking just a single person, I can show videos, and then at other times I can't. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, with that, good to hear you all tonight. It's kind of an interesting listen on Echo Link, if that's what you're listening to on a net, because it's totally silent until something happens, and then there'll be a burst of audio, and it's a little bit confusing. But at any rate, enough of that. This is N7KC. I'm in Port Angeles, and I'm going to send it back to net.
N7KC, Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo, acting net control for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. Good evening to anybody who happens to be listening. I saw you on the live side, but it never did come up on the streaming. I don't know exactly what was going on there, but whatever. I don't know if anybody's got any updated information on Mike. The last information I had said that he was still in the hospital, and but that was a couple of weeks ago now. So I'm sure that there's probably been. I'm sure there's other things going on. And Lee, you know, you had that video from the drone there for a while, and you were doing that sort of thing. That was kind of interesting. I managed to get I got a drone for Christmas present. I had a helicopter. I have a helicopter too, but it doesn't have a video camera on it. My drone does have a video camera on it. So I'm going to take a good day here one of these days, and I'll shoot a little video of the local area, and I'll give you an idea of what. Of course, the problem is you're not going to be able to get a good picture because my picture is so poor. What I need to do is probably get the streaming set up. So anyhow, now I finally got the box. Boy, the latency is really bad tonight, Lee. Yeah, I can see what's happening. Anyway, I wonder if has anybody got any updated information on mice condition, K7HYB?
KF7BJI, I can comment on that.
Go ahead.
Hi, Gary in the net. Hey, I saw Mike this morning. He's out of the hospital, and he's actually in a flying Gallon, I think is what it is. Yeah, Klein Galen, I think it is, rehab center in down in Stewart Park, where he's at now. So anyway, he seems to be doing okay. He's not happy about being there, but at least he's hanging in there. So anyway, I had a visit with him there this morning. But anyway, okay, KF7BJI. I'll send it back to net.
Okay, thank you, Rich. Appreciate you dropping in and keeping us up to date on that. I thought about that. The latest information I had was when you sent me the email, and I hadn't heard anything since, so I appreciate you filling me in on that. Anyway, any more comments from the net, K7HYB? Well, there's Tiger Mountain having his big say, so. Do we have anybody else that'd like to check in at this time? This is K7HYB, acting net control for Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. Boy, that was a mouthful.
K1VIS.
K1VIF, K7HYB. What's the handle out there?
That's KE1VIS. The handle is Scott.
Oh. Hello, son. How are you? I'd like to introduce my son, Scott. KE1VIS. I think I explained his call sign to you, and this is what he sounds like. Go ahead and take a shot, son. K7HYB.
Well, they're letting you do net control tonight, huh? Oh boy. Anyway, I'm just out here going to pick up my daughter here from dance class, and so I heard the net on, and then all of a sudden I heard this very familiar voice from the ether, and I thought I was imagining things, and then I realized, no, that's actually my dad, K7HYB, out there doing net control. So you guys be kind to him. KE1VIS.
Yeah, the ultimate vanity call sign, I guess it is, right? That's my son. He's the Elvis tribute artist in the family. Does a mighty fine job too. You got to go see one of his shows sometime. Anyway, we're getting close to the top of the hour, and I'm sorry if I cut anybody off here and didn't let them have their say. Let's start the 73 round with Ken. Go ahead there, K1 KLG K7HYB.
We're taking the net, Gary, and everybody else. Good to hear you. I enjoy getting in here and finding out what's going on and what's new. And hopefully we get some plans for springtime to upgrade something or whatever. So everybody have a good rest of the evening and a good rest of the week. W1 KLG.
Yeah, take care of there, Ken, and and good luck. Hope you find something other than pleasure to spend your time on here. Ron, you're up. 73 round, KD7QKU.
Okay, this is Ron, KD7QKU. Well, I was just going to say to James, WW7N, that if you need any pipe, James, I got some of that 1.25" pipe for the top rail on a chain link fence. I got 3 or 4 pieces from Bill Brockton when he was moving. I thought we were going to use it up on the Cougar Mountain, but we haven't. So if you need a piece of pipe or two, I sure would be glad to give it to you. So anyway, well, 73 everybody. Nice to hear everybody tonight and find out we're all doing pretty good. So back to net. Good night, everybody. KD7QKU.
Your turn, Bob. K7PQ, or K9PQ, I'm sorry. Butchered your call sign there, K7HYB.
No problem, Gary, and thanks for doing the net tonight, and just great to hear everyone in there, and yeah, good evening to everyone, and hopefully we'll see you either in person or via Skype on Saturday. K9PQ, back to net.
N7QO, Jim, your turn.
N7QO, thank you, Gary. Well, Scott, thank you for checking in. We've seen pictures of you, but haven't heard from you before. Good to hear from you. Rich, thank you for the update. We don't know exactly how serious it is, but whenever someone has to go through rehab, it can't be good. Mike, Godspeed for a quick recovery. Thank you all for participating. Thank you all for the pictures. Catch you all next net. Good night, N7QO.
N7QO, K7HYB. James, W7N. You're up. Go ahead.
Okay. Ron, thank you very much for the pipe offer. Let me think about that. I'm just actually kind of recovering from going 3 months nonstop here, so I'm still in recovery and recoupment mode here. Yeah, and 73s, everybody. Thank you for the update on Mike. I didn't know he was feeling down, but glad to hear he's on the mend. This is James, WU7N. Good night, everyone.
W7N, K7HYB. And last up is Lee. He may or may not be in there. Oh, I see his picture. So he must be going to say something. You got the net.
Okay, N7KC, Port Angeles. Well, it appears that I cannot punch the button until the repeater drops or something like that. So I'm learning the ropes here on this Echo Link. Listen, I was really sorry to hear that Bob Swan sold his equipment. That wasn't good news at all. I enjoyed what he did, and I'm sorry to see him not have the gear anymore. And Gary, you're doing a heck of a job. Heck of a job, Gary, as net control. Anyway, you really have done a good job, and we all appreciate you taking it over and doing it. Ron's done a good job, and you have, and it's fun to mix it up a little bit, and I'm awful glad that people are taking it on like that. And it was fun to hear Scott in there too. And I think congratulations on license. I believe he was newly licensed, so that's good. Okay, well that's it from Port Angeles. This is let's see. Yeah, Lee, N7KC, Port Angeles, 73, back to net.
N7KC, K7HYB. Now, he had a license before. KB7RPG was his old call sign. And I told you the story about how he came up with this, so I won't bore you with that again. But this is a vanity call sign for him. So, anyway, good to hear see you last Saturday too. We had a good time last Saturday down at the Seattle Center. I guess they had a real huge crowd down at the Space Needle at New Year's Eve. We stayed home. I wasn't going to get out of that mess. Just no way. Anyhow, yeah, get your drone out, Lee, and we'll do a little battle here. We'll see who can pick up the best video. I should set up a streaming deal so I can get good quality video into the repeater. Oh, okay. The repeater just went into ID, so must be something going on. Anyway, do we have any last or closing comments for the? Oh, Ron turned it off. Okay, good. Do we have any last or closing comments for the net this evening? This is Gary, Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo, acting net control. I heard dead silence, so I guess everybody's through for the evening. Okay, folks, it's been fun. We'll look forward to doing it again Saturday night. Good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise, and the repeater continues to operate. And yeah, I have a couple of things that I'm going to talk about at the meeting on Saturday, and we'll see where that goes, and hopefully we can move ahead to make things better. It'd be nice if we had a few more people on here with a video signal besides myself and Ron. But I suppose that's the way things will go until we start building membership. Okay, we got to keep it active, folks. Good night, all. It's the top of the hour. Oh, I'm 1 minute past the time. So this is Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo, acting net control for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. I want to thank Mike and Rich and all the other people that keep the 08 repeater running, and all of the people that keep the ATV repeater running. And we'll do this again next Saturday night, starting at 8 o'clock. And we'll hope to see you all and hear you all there. Good evening, all. Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo, the channel, the repeaters return to normal operation.
N7KC disconnected.
You still there, Scott? K7HYB. Yes, I am. K1VIS. K1VIS. You need to get the E in there for me. Anyway, I didn't hear that. All I heard was K1VIS. I said, where'd that call sign come from? So you're out running around tonight, huh?
Yeah, I was out getting a few things, and then I have to pick up the little rug rat from dance class, and then I'm headed home. Got to try and keep Darcy's van running for a little while longer until she can get another car.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Is the van giving you problems again?
Not particularly. I mean, I'm just, updating fluids and changing stuff and trying to do general maintenance on it just to keep it going. So, don't know how long it's going to be till she gets another vehicle or decides on where she wants to go get one. So, I'm letting her do all that.
Yeah, well, I know better than to get in your mom's way if she's got her mind on something. So I just let it go. If she asks me, she gets my input. If not, that's the way it is. Anyway, well, give my love to Natalie there, Tell her Grandpa says hello and give her a kiss for me. And you have a good day. I'm going to monitor the frequency